Honeydew was a follow-up to Cantaloupe, and we took some of the songs from Cantaloupe and decided to do them in a dance hall kind of remix. And we were inspired because we got booked to do, myself and my two producers got booked to do a show for New Year's Eve. And the music from Cantaloupe tends to be kind of introverted and really introspective. And I wanted to be able to reimagine those same songs in a dance hall kind of scenario. So we added a lot of percussion and kind of dismantled things and put them back together. But everything that's on there is a new recording. Like, it's not just a remix, but it's brand new imaginings of those songs. And I love that dance music gets to get people moving. And the rooms that I play in are so varied. I play in bars, and I play in concert halls, or I play in really big performing arts centers, or I play in dance clubs. And the music needs to shift based on what the room is. And so I didn't have a good solid set of music for dancing to, or for like festivals or for celebrations like New Year's yet, and Honeydew was birthed out of that need. It's really interesting to watch an album grow outside of you, or like to see it go off to school for the first day, or to see it experience its own life outside of you. The process of recording Cantaloupe was really fun. It was myself and two of my friends, and Jay Ashley Miller and Simon Huntley. And we spent a lot of time in the studio, and we spent a lot of time experimenting and playing with things. Some of the inspirations that we had for the record were, how do we make an album that is completely non-repeating? And it's something that we've heard. One of the inspirations was like Frank Ocean's Channel Orange, where like every time the chorus comes around, it's a little bit different, you know. So that even if it is something that is a repeated part, it's presented in a new way. So I really wanted that to be like one of the main themes of the album. I wanted it to span EDM and folk music and everything in between. I wanted it to have a very theatrical piece in the midst of it, which is Palaces. I wanted it to sound like my shows feel when I'm performing live, which is lots of dancers and musicians and people coming in from all over the room, and lights, and I wanted to make sure that the album represented that kind of immersive feeling. And so because of that, we also introduced the ideas of ASMR into the recording process as well. And so we tried to have in each track something that was like just textural and really close and soft. And so depending on how you listen to it, or how loud the volume is, or if it's on vinyl or in MP3 format, you're going to experience different like layers in the recording as well. I decided to start playing Toxic because I wanted to do a song on the harp that was very sexy. And the harp is normally associated with angels and death or birth or babies, and very sweet and gentle, docile lullabies. And I wanted to find something to perform that would just take it out of there. And so Britney Spears Toxic is a great song. I mean, the original, it can never be replaced or redone, but it was also really fun to introduce it to this instrument and kind of have it find a new visceral life there. I think by slowing it down and putting it in a 6/8 time, it really allowed it to breathe a little more, and for the words to kind of illuminate some more. And then also to really climax into this very like almost terrified place, like you feel like you're gonna die, you know, when you're so overcome with adoration or lust or whatever for that other party. And in the context of writing the record and placing this song in the midst of it, yeah, I just wanted that kind of manic feeling to exist somewhere on the record. I have had my same top 4 musicians for the past like 10 years, and I love Bjork, I love Sufjan Stevens, I love Joanna Newsom, and the Dirty Projectors. It's a great band from Brooklyn. I'm also really into Lana Del Rey's new record because it sounds awesome. Frank Ocean, another big love. Moses Sumney, Serpent with Feet. Amos Lee was a huge influence growing up, kind of when I was doing a lot more acoustic guitar things. And I'm not afraid of like folk and country. Like that's kind of where I started. And yeah, there's a lot of influences. Mariah Carey, love her.
What's up, y'all? This is B.O.B.
This is G-Eazy.
I'm Mo. This is Julia Michaels.
This is Logic. Make sure you subscribe to the Recording Academy channel. Flex.